Hi everybody, coming up in today's video we have some really dry earwax, and we're also using the right hook today so we can tell you what our thoughts are on that. My name is Rhys, Barber, I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates.
And my name is Taylor Green. This is my patient you're looking at here first. You can see we've got quite a deep sort of plug of, as we've mentioned, quite dry.
It's all dry in this one, I think.
Yeah, all super dry in this one. Not, if any, oil has been used at all in this one, to be fair. It's dry as a bone, this one. But yeah, it's coming away really nicely, to be fair, because these can go one or two ways. They're either come away really easy, or they are just an absolute nightmare to try and remove.
Stuck everywhere.
So the standard size on the two we're using for this part here, trying to hold the grip, just to try and get the whole thing out in one go. It's obviously broken apart, so we'll get the fine end, I think, here now, just to kind of bundle this up into the suction tube, so we can get this all, or get the remaining part of this out.
Nice.
Quite a long piece, actually.
That was actually a chunky piece. Like it looked like a little mini chipolata.
Is it food again?
Back to food straight away.
Straight in there with the food.
Don't hang about, Taylor Green. It's a food reference bush. You've got to get it in early.
Straight in there. We're just doing a little bit of tidying up now. The plug has been removed already. Patient's hearing so much better. We normally recommend with the kind of skin ones, because it's quite common for them to build back up quite quickly. The skin sort of, or keratin, tends to build up a lot quicker, I find, than actual wax itself. So we normally recommend 6 to 12 month checkups for these
I usually say
patients.
six-ish.
Six-ish
months.
6 to 9.
So that was an inch and a quarter, about 3 centimetres. I'm going to go with that one.
I didn't even need my glasses.
I did it the last one. I completely forgot to answer what it was. So this one's my patient. So you can see a bit like Taylor's, very, very dry here. It's quite a solid piece of wax as well. So I've got the standard size on the tube, trying to just take this off the canal, but there's not a lot of space in here.
Got some of that loose kind of...
Yeah. There's more difficult bits to get out. So a Rosen insert are going in now, just because there isn't much of a gap at the top. Now I prefer the St. Bart's hook, but it would have been too small a gap to get that in. Yeah. So we're going to use the Rosen, but I think it goes quite crumbly. You can see it's pulling through already. There we go. Squeaking going. If you hear some squeaking on the background, it's the mop going in the corner as we can hear outside the door. So we're just pulling this down, and it's a piece of hard wax with a lot of dead skin behind it. So we start using a bit of suction. We do use the right hook on here in a minute, and I'll give you my thoughts on that in a second as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But you can see I'm trying to pull this. I thought, well, it's loosened up a little bit, I'll be able to pull this out.
Unraveling.
Look how it all just descends through the back. It's all bound together further in. So we've got this long bit of skin that's just anchoring all this at the back here. There's the gap. So this is the right hook. Now, this is actually one of Neil's tools, and what you've got here is basically it's a St. Bart's hook, but on an angle. So imagine it like an elongated kind of S shape. Now, I actually found it really good in this one. It's a nice tool to hold. And you're not working too far. You haven't got to do a massive bridge to get a good hold of it. So I really like the right hook, and I find them awkward sometimes. I've used the Jobson Horn version. Now I find that really difficult to use because I'm a bit awkward and I don't use my tools the way that everyone else uses theirs. I
wasn't going to say anything.
I'm a bit odd. So I don't, most people, the tools are basically designed for almost like a pen grip, and you're at the bottom here. I don't. I use my tools upright and I go in above the suction, just because I've always found that much easier to use. And everyone thought that was strange, including Neil when I did the training on the endoscope as well. But it's, for me, the right hook is really easy to use. I like it. I can see the appeal of that lovely bent design on there. But the difficulty is I find the Jobson Horn part of it really difficult to use. But that's just because I'm awkward. I'm sure, if I was holding it in a normal position, it would be a lot easier to use. But I will keep plugging at it, and I'll give you my thoughts when I've used it a bit more often.
I'll have to give it a go. I've handled them, but I haven't actually used them myself.
The bridge, that sort of reduced bridge size is lovely. But just because I'm awkwardly handed when I'm doing it, it's more difficult for me.
I could see they'll be handy to get behind that first bend.
Yeah.
Sometimes using the manual tools can be... Whoa,
here
we go, look at that hole.
Chunky backs and chunky skin. Loads of dead skin over that one. Look at that. Look how thick that is.
Yeah. And it tends to shear through that kind of softer material as well. Look at that.
I was really lucky that came in one big chunk. There you go.
Watering.
It was. Don't cry. It's okay. Don't get upset just because I had the better wax roll. It's fine.
Oh gosh. I need to stop. It's the end of the day now. We normally film these in the morning, but it's the end of the day today now.
The thing is, they can't see that because that's a green screen. It just looks like you banged your head on the thin air.
Thin air. That would be my luck though. Bang my head on thin air.
Oh dear me. Oh, right.
Oh, look at this.
Sorry, back to this. You can see all that skin. Now, there's a really interesting part of this as well. If you look down to the bottom right corner of this canal, right, you can see all this like keratin, this dead skin inside the canal, which I'm tidying up. But see how loose it is here? In a second, you're going to see us come back. Now, I think we had the start of an ear canal cholesteotoma. Not particularly here. This is just sort of flappy keratin skin is detached. Here, have a look at this now. When you've got an ear canal cholesteotoma, it's surrounded by this sort of this sheath of skin, and that's what can start eroding. And what you take a look, have a look at this. I thought, well, it's loose. It's a bit of an odd shape, but we do actually pull it out, and you do see it's not bleeding as such, but you'll see the blood vessels coming up now. See that kind of that wrapping like a
looks deep.
Yeah, it's like a kind of dim sum of skin with a kind of hard skin filling in the middle, which sounds totally unappetizing. But you've got that is sort of embedded into the canal wall. We do get this section away. Sorry guys, I'm kind of bouncing from area to area here, but I just wanted to see if we could get this section. Look how sort of thick. Look at that is really, really thick. But watch this now as we, hang on, let's go back in, sorry. We do that. So I've put the bigger tube on here just because the fine end wasn't quite holding on to it. And as we lift, you can see me pulling, it's stubborn, it doesn't want to come, look, there we go.
Oh, there it comes.
It's starting to go. Oh.
You can almost see it, like the way the ear canal is, and you can see how,
look at undercuts, look. See how it underpins that bit of skin? Look at that.
Yeah.
Almost like it's kind of tunneled underneath. And you'll see it when it comes away now. It leaves a bit of a crater behind.
Yeah.
There we go.
I know Connor's had one of these recently. Very similar position as well.
You do kind of tend to find them in this area. I mean, you're more likely to find them in the bony section, but look how that's kind of underpinned. It's kind of gone underneath that section there. So we've referred this patient on to ENT. We've asked him for a referral to ENT. I just want a medical opinion on this, really. And you can see that kind of blood vessel there, like running over the top, and how it disappeared. Really interesting case. I've seen a couple like that, but yeah, real kind of difficult one to get rid of. I couldn't leave that bit there. I did try. It was annoying me.
It looked like a normal ear canal. Aside from the dead skin, it looked like a normal ear canal to start with. So that, that could have easily been missed, to be fair.
Oh yeah, God, yeah. Because sometimes you get these kind of white flaps. Well, look at it. You get this kind of white, almost like a sheath of skin on the outside, and you'll peel one bit, and the whole thing will go. But that just wasn't budging. It was really adhering on. That is chunky out of one ear canal.
3 centimeters.
Yeah, 1.25 inches, that is, guys. Oh, my goodness me. Well, thank you so much for watching that video again today, guys. If you do enjoy the videos, you can always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for me. If you really, really love the channel, you can always think about becoming a member. There's a link to that in the description in the link tree below as well. And if you want to book yourself an appointment to come and see myself or the lovely Mr. Taylor Green, you're more than welcome to, and you can also find that on the link tree as well. But for now, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.